Good morning everyone, hope you're all okay. I'm coming on this morning to show you what I've been making with this yarn that I showed you yesterday, that I picked up from a charity shop. It's not proper mohair, but it's mohair look, so it says, and it's lovely and soft. It's really beautiful. I've been using a number 8mm crochet hook, and I've used a ball, one ball and a half. I've got that bit left from the second ball. So this is what I've been making. Now originally it was going to be a scarf. I thought, oh, I'll just do like a skinny scarf, I thought. So I did 45 stitches. But when I'd done the first, which I thought, oh, that's all right. It wasn't really a skinny scarf, but I thought that's all right. That would be about the right size. But once I'd done the first row, I thought, it's a little bit too wide for a scarf. So I just carried on, because it's a bit of a pig to pull down, this is. Trust me, I know. So yeah, I thought, oh, it's a bit too big for a scarf, it's wide for a scarf, so I'll just keep going because I was enjoying myself sitting outside crocheting. And I thought, oh, I don't know whether I'm going to make a blanket, little knee blanket, or what it'll be. Anyway, Mr. Doodle says, well, why don't you make yourself like a snood thing, a cowl, a snood. So that's what I've done, and I should put a couple of pictures in. Be warned, just pretend it's Halloween of me wearing it. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it, and if I can, at the end of the video, I'll try and put like a little how I did it, not a proper tutorial, but just how I did it, because I know one of you ladies, Judith, oh I'm sorry, Montel, is it? I can't remember your second name, sorry Judith, but she's asked me to show her what I've done, because she's got loads of this type of yarn. I've not followed a pattern or anything, I've just played about. So let me excuse Busty Betty. But yeah, it's lovely, and it comes right up over my head. So there's no pattern. And what I would say, I mean, any of you advanced crocheters will already know this, but well, I know it, but I've still done it a bit wrong. When you do your first row, try and do it, oh, I get cramp in my feet because I'm kneeling down. Try and do it as loose as you can, because look, I'm not bothered about it, but the top is tighter than the bottom, but when you're wearing it, it doesn't matter. But it's just a bit of a, I suppose it depends what you're making really. But so I did it in, I did 45 chain stitches, and then I added another 3, so 48, and then I worked into 2, 3, the fourth stitch from the hook with a treble crochet, UK treble crochet, which I believe is, oh, get cramp, believe is the US double crochet. And then I did a chain stitch, and then I just worked that stitch there, double US, or I'm going to get mixed up onto double US or treble UK stitch into every chain stitch with a chain in between, and then I just kept trying it on basically, because I'd already thought, well, it's going to be big enough, it'll go over my head. So what I did, you can see my seam there, I just put some clips in just to make it sort of stop together, and then I just kept trying it on basically until I'd got it how I thought I wanted it, and then I just sewed it up very poorly looking at it. It's all right on the other side. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. Oh, it's so soft, it's lovely, and it's a lovely, I don't know what colour it's looking on screen, whether it looks white or, but it's a really pale baby powder blue. It's lovely, it's really lovely. So that's my little project, and it was quite quick to do. And say, if I can get the camera set up, I'll just show you. I shan't show you with this wool because it's you know, it's a bit tricky to use, especially if you're new to crochet, but it's worked up quite quickly. It probably, if you used, I mean, this says that it knits to double knitting. Whether you used a double knitting yarn, whether I suppose it wouldn't be quite so floppy, I'm not really sure, but anyway, I'll do my best, but I'm not promising, so there may or may not be a little bit extra on the end of this video. The other thing I wanted to show you, I've also got this from the charity shop. Oh my god, I'm so in love with this yarn. I think I've got 4 balls of it. It's just beautiful. I would dearly love like a cardigan or a jumper or something made in this, but I shan't be getting one because that's all the yarn that there was left. And so I've started a scarf. I'm going to have a scarf, hopefully, if I've got enough, although I might just make it into like a neck wrap, just probably do it, well, quite a bit longer, and just do it in a neck wrap where you put the, well, you fasten it, how do you do it, I don't know, fasten it round like that somehow. I'll show you when I've done it anyway, because I'm not sure whether I've got enough. I think I've got 4, either 3 or 4 balls, and I've nearly used one, and this is exactly the same stitch, and I think I used 10 stitches for this one. I did 15 to start with, and again, look, I've done it ever so loose, but this end's just come in slightly bigger than that end. But not to worry, just pretend I didn't say that. If I hadn't told you, you probably wouldn't even have noticed, but I do like to say what's what. And I've also thought, if I do a neck wrap with it, I'll probably have enough yarn left. And if I do a different stitch, a closer stitch, because as you can see this has got holes in it, which I wanted, but if I do a different stitch, it make like a nice little bag, if I get it proper, so that that's not too wide. But yeah, again, that's lovely and soft. I think this one did say it's acrylic and partly, I don't know whether it's mohair or, but I think that has got a bit of proper wool in it of some description. But I love it. Oh, I just love it. I want a cardigan in that. The jumper is so pretty. And it's like, it's not actually, as I'm looking through the camera, it's not picking the colour up. It's the most beautiful, I would describe it as a petrol blue. We used to have a car more or less this colour. But no, it's not picking the colour up properly. It's picking the pinks and the yellows and the greens, but not the main background colour. So, and again, I've done that with the 8mm. But yes, that's all I've got to show you today, and I'm going to go and see if I can get set up to do a little how I did it video, but please don't shoot me if I don't do it. So thanks for watching everyone, take care, and I'll speak to you in a bit hopefully. Bye. Okay, we'll give it a go. It's a bit tricky for me because I've got my tripod right in front of me, so I'm having to put my arms around it. So I thought I would use this red yarn because you'll be able to see it better. So, and I'm going to go really slowly and I'm just going to do 10 stitches, but I'm going to go really slowly for anybody that might be a beginner. So if you're already an accomplished crocheter, you might not want to watch this bit. Right, so you just make your knot. This is how I do it. Not your knot, your slip knot. And so try and do it loosely. I don't know whether to look through the camera or over the top. So I'm going to do 10 chain stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I mean, you'll just have to work out what project you're going to do, and you know, just trial and error really. But I'm just doing 10 just for the little demo. So I'll do 10, and then I'm going to do whatever stitches you do for this particular thing that I've done here. However long you decide you want it, you want another 3 stitches, because that will act as your first what is it, double crochet in the US or treble crochet in the UK. So I'm going to put another 3 stitches on. And for anybody that is new to crochet, I always think it's difficult to show somebody how to hold the yarn. I mean, I'm obviously right-handed, so this is going to be totally useless for anybody that's left-handed. But that's how I hold mine. People do it differently. I have mine like that, and then just hold this bit. Hold on a minute, how do I have it? Yeah, like that, and then hold that with my thumb and middle finger, and then just sort of keep a bit of tension on that finger. Right, so we've got 10, so I'm going to do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, just let me take that one out. That was a bit tight. 3. Right, and you're going to count, don't count this one, but count 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to do your next stitch into the 4th chain from the hook. I do hope you can see properly. And I did it I pulled the 2 stitches up, and I just did it in the bottom one. So yarn over through that stitch, yarn over, so you've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over through 2, and I'm trying to do it ever so loosely, yarn over through 2. And I think as well, when you're learning, it's better to try and crochet loose, so that if you do it all tight, it's not so good, not so easy. Right, so that's your first one, and this will act as your first one on the end. So then you want to do 1 chain stitch, and then this is your next stitch. Yarn over. Hold on a minute, am I telling you right? No, this is your next stitch. Through there. So I want to do it slowly, so hopefully if anybody's never done it before you can follow along. Right, another stitch, chain I mean, and through this one. If I do this right, I should end up with 10 holes at the end. But obviously I'm doing it on camera, so it's going to come out wrong, isn't it? We already know that, don't we? Through those two. Another stitch. It's your next one. Just while I'm on as well, has anybody at all in the past with any of my videos had problem hearing me, or has there been problems with, you know, with my audio in any way? Because I had the chain, I'll just stop for a minute. I had a comment on what it was on one of my older videos the other day saying that my audio was very poor and they wish they could hear me. Well, I'm hard of hearing, as a lot of you will already know, and so I played the video and it was, you know, perfectly loud for me, and I couldn't quite understand what they meant, so I was just interested whether anybody else has had problems. Right, so through this one, look, what's your next one? I don't know whether this is the proper way, whether you're meant to do it through the top or through the bottom, but I've been doing it through the bottom one. That's how I did it. Oopsie. Fingers and thumbs now. Through there. On over, pull through, so you've got 3 on again, through 2, through 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 holes now. So now we're going into this one. Through 2. That's basically how I did it. Just kept going round and round. I'll show you what I did when I get to the end in a minute. Yeah, it's basically treble if you're in the UK, double crochet if you're in the US, stitch in between all the way along. I wish I could do it left-handed as well. Unfortunately I cannot, and it's so fiddly trying to do it around this tripod. Through that one, through that one. Another stitch. Through that one. I will add this to the end of the other bit I've just done anyway. And if you can't make anything of it, if it's absolutely rubbish, just let me know and I'll try and do it again. So I never edit videos, I never watch them back. I can't be bothered to do all that. Which is why most of my stuff is twaddle. Unedited, leave the twaddle in, I don't care, it's me. You're getting the real me. Warts and all. Right, how many have we got now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Way, I've done it right. Blimey. This is your last one. Oops. Come here, you little monkey. Right, so there's your 10 loops, and you see what I mean about it being tight across the bottom. I'm not sure if anybody knows what I'm doing wrong, what I can do to stop that. Can you let me know, please? Right, so that's that bit. So then you turn your work, and then what I've been doing is 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then going straight into this big hole here. Just the same stitch. And a chain. And a chain. You gone to sleep yet? Sure, I'll probably get a thumbs down for this. Got a thumbs down for one the other day, can't remember which one it was now. But more or less within, I think, oh, I know which it was. It was the Wreck This Journal one. Within like half an hour, I got a thumbs down. I thought, oh my God, whatever, bring it on. Yeah, so I'm on 12 minutes now, so I shall love you and leave you at that. And say, if it's absolutely rubbish and you've been bored to death, or you can't see, or whatever, you want to give me a thumbs down, feel free. I do not mind. Bring it on. But no, if you're joking aside, if you want me to do it again or anything, just let me know. But I don't know what else how I can make it any better really, because I don't have a fancy setup or anything. Just get to the end of this row. So that's 2 rows of it. I think if you did it just with I mean, this is just normal double knitting. I'm not sure what it's called, whether it's double knitting in the US, and I'm not really sure on that, but it obviously wouldn't be quite as floppy and soft as that one, but it is still quite floppy. So, or you could do a scarf or something else, but anyway, I thought I would just show you because somebody had asked me. So I hope that helps you, Judith. Say that it does work up nice, but it is a bit of a bummer to if you go wrong or to pull undone, but there we go. So thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.